Pavni, you have not shared the document yesterday.
Just a second. AWS, right?
Yeah.
Chinmay, your mail ID is Chinmay Kumar, right? 2029.
Ma'am, Chinmay Kumar, 0 to 9, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay,
I'm sharing in the chat window, ma'am.
okay, sure. Rupa, your mail ID is Rupa Rani something, right? 234. I just forgot. I'm just sharing now. Hope you guys received document, right?
Yes, Pavni. Please.
Okay. Let us talk about VPC. VPC stands for Virtual Private Cloud. So, what actually it offers? Imagine uh, AWS having region. What is the meaning of region in AWS? Because we are working US East region. This is
Ma'am,
enemy
it is
region,
server, location of the server.
right? It's a location. You are right, but you are almost close. Any other answers? Yeah, fine, no problem. Region is nothing but a geographical location. Okay, so there are so many regions because AWS has established their business in many regions. So you have a lot of regions. Okay, so many regions you have. But when you work in a project, how you will choose a region? So you're gonna choose your region. How you are going to choose? You are going to choose your region depending on the client requirement. Client wants your project to be placed on Mumbai region. Okay, so client want your project to be supposed to placed on Canada region. So whatever client is requesting, based on that you are choosing the region. Okay, now apart from that region, what we have? So inside a region, you also have edge locations, data centers, zones. Let us talk one by one. Inside a region, you have a zone. So how you have a state, how you have a country. Inside a country you have a state, inside a state you have a district, inside a district you have towns. The similar way in AWS also, first you have a region, inside a region you have a zone, inside a zone you have a data center, inside a data center you have a edge location. So this is the AWS architecture it follows. Okay. So any questions here? Fine. Now, every region there is a VPC AWS is providing. What is VPC? Virtual Private Cloud. So, with the help of VPC, what you can do? So, you can dedicatedly create your servers within your network. So, let's say every project we are handling, and of course client needs more security, right? AWS is also offering a default VPC, but if you create in default VPC, what is a drawback? It is default one which is created by AWS, but if you want to create your dedicated one, all your servers you want to place in your dedicated one, then where you can go? So you can use this custom VPC. So custom VPC you can create, and inside custom VPC you can launch your servers, you can launch your databases, anything you can do. So custom VPC is very very important. So I hope you are getting what is VPC and what is default VPC, what is custom VPC. Any questions here? Guys, any questions?
No,
No
ma'am.
question.
Okay, now let me talk about very basics of networking, but you guys are already aware of it, but still I would like to explain as a part of the topic. You know this already. So, what is the full form of IP address? IP address full form is Internet Protocol Address. So, with the help of IP address, your machine is identifying uniquely in the network. So, IP addresses, Internet Protocol. Classes of IPs. So, there are five classes of IPs. What are those? Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D, Class E. So these are all the classes of IPs. Class A ranges from 0 to 1 to 6. Example 10.0.0.0 or anything you can give. Class B ranges from 128 to 191. Example 172.0.0.0. Something you can take, but I'm just giving example. Class C 192 to 223. Example uh 192.0.0.0. Class D 2242 to 239. Example 226.0.0.0. Class E ranges from 242 to 255. Example, you can take an example 242.0.0.0. So A, B, C only we are using in real time. D and E we are not using. Why? Because D and E used for internet multicast and communication broadcasting purpose. So we do not use D and E. We only use A, B, C ranges. So these are all the classes of IPs we have. So we are using IPv4, IP address 4. Internet protocol version 4 we are using right now. Okay, internet protocol version 6 also there, IPv4 also there, IPv6 also there. So but we are using IPv4, not IPv6. So internet protocol version 4. So we will talk about IPv4 now. So if you take IPv4, so let's discuss IPv4 how it is framed. 4 blocks because it's IPv4. Each block capacity is 8 bits. So here 8 bits, here also 8, 0 or 1. Okay, here also 8, here also 8. Total 4 into 8. How much it is? 4 into
It's
8
system-8.
equal to 32. So IPv4 address is 32-bit address. And if you take IPv4 maximum 2 power 32 IPs only you will get. What's the value of 2 power 32? Can you guys calculate and tell me? So maximum, if you consider IPv4, you will get maximum IPs 2 power 32, but it's a huge value. I want to you to Google it and tell me the value because you will get to know. Anyone? The value of 2 power 32? Okay, I'm calculating. 2 power 32 value is, so this is the value. So maximum these many IPs you are getting with the help of IPv4. Okay. So have a look. Let me know if you have any questions. You guys are clear with this or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let us discuss about other things. So now what we are going to deal, why I have discussed this. My customer given the requirement, my customer given the requirement, which is create a custom VPC. Don't use default one. We don't want to use default one because we want more security. So create a custom VPC. How many IPs he want? 64 IPs he want. Okay, that's what he given the requirement. He also set the range. 10 dot he said 10.0.0.0 he said. Okay, that's the range he want. But 64 IPs he want. So how I have to calculate the VPC range? Customer given requirement 64 IPs he want with a VPC and range should be 10 dot. Now I'm calculating 10.0.0.0 by 26 is a VPC range. How I have calculated this is a formula. You always remember 2 power 32 minus something equal to 64 you should get. Always if you want some number you have to subtract from the 2 power 32. 2 power 32 minus 2 power 26 equal to 2 power 6. The value of 2 power 6 is 64. So now your VPC range is 10.0.0 by 26. This is how I have calculated. This is the same formula for everything, every number. Today 64, tomorrow 16, whatever. But you have to subtract from the 2 power 32. So have a look and let me know if you have any questions.
And 26 is the, you have divided by 26. And
By 26 means you have to subtract it. The subtraction number is 2 power 32 minus 2 power 26. 2 power 26. That 26 you have to give under VPC range. It's not dividing. When you are
okay.
subtracting, you have given this
Ma'am,
26.
actually, why we are considering 26 number?
Because I want only 64. I don't want anything extra. So if I consider 26, then only I'll get 64. If you take different number, you tell me whether you will get 64 or not. You won't because when I do 2 power 32 minus 2 power 26 equal to 2 power 6. The value of 2 power 6 is 64. That's the reason.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay.
Any different questions do you have?
So we need to calculate like 64 IPs if we want, then what is the power of, I mean, 2 power of what is the number equals to 64.
You want 64.
Yeah.
This is
So
the
we,
same number. You already seen, right? 2 power 26 only you have to give.
okay.
Any different questions?
Uh, can you change the IPs, like if any example, like how to, I mean
You
64,
tell me I want 16 IPs. Now you tell me what is the number I have to give.
16, right?
Yeah, I want 16. Target should be 16. You tell me how much I have to give.
How many 2 to the power 4 power of 4 equals to 16, right? So
No, you tell me the range. 2 power 32 minus how much I have to give to get 16 IPs.
okay,
How I have provided the previous one. The same way you have to tell me.
okay. 2 to the power 16 we need to give 28.
Any questions?
Oh, okay, I got it. Now I got it. Yeah.
It's Chinmay. Any questions? You please look at this. If you have any, let me know.
No, ma'am, no, ma'am, I got it.
But why don't you answer? You you are getting right? No questions,
Yes,
right?
ma'am,
Because
yes.
this is very important. If you are not, then let me know. I'll explain again. Fine. So this is what VPC calculation. Inside a VPC, what you have? Subnet. Okay. VPC is at the region level you are creating. Subnet you are creating at the zone level. I will repeat just a second. So again, uh, I'm saying VPC you are creating at the region level. Subnet you are creating at the zone level. Okay, so we have to create a subnet. Inside a VPC, you have to create a subnet. So how to create a subnet? Let's see. So my customer given one VPC 64 IPs. Inside my VPC, he need four subnets. You can create any number of subnets, but he want only four subnets. So let's create four subnets inside my VPC. Okay, how to create four subnets inside my VPC? That is also very easy. Just subnet 1, again the range is 10.0.0 by 28, then only I'll get 16 IPs. Each subnet should have 16 IPs. Subnet 2 10.0.0.16 by 28. Subnet 3 10.0.0.32 by 28. Where is this? 32 by 28. And subnet 4 is 10.0.0.48 by 28. Have a look. If you are not able to understand, I will explain, but you try it. My customer given the requirement for subnets inside my VPC. Each subnet ranges, each subnet capacity should be 16 IPs. To get 16 IPs, what value I supposed to give? That's the calculation part. Jyoti Prakash, are you going through this? Any questions?
Uh, Pavni, you said like inside a VPC we can create subnet, but
Yeah.
and inside subnet we cannot create VPC, right?
Yeah,
That
inside VPC only you can create a subnet. VPC is smaller than subnet is smaller than VPC,
okay, okay, got it.
right? So have a
So,
look, Chinmay, you also. If you are not getting, I will explain to you.
one more question
Hmm.
here. The requirement is 16, right?
Hmm.
16, that is IP, right?
Hmm.
So customer wants 16 IPs for each subnet, right?
Hmm.
So this is the calculation for four subnets inside
Hmm.
a VPC.
Right.
Okay.
Any questions, concerns? Chinmay, what about you? Do you have any questions?
Can you just explain the subnet part? Little?
Okay. Subnet is nothing but inside VPC, you are creating subnet. Customer given the requirement, he need one VPC. Inside VPC, he need four subnets. That's where customer given the requirement. Are you clear now? Just requirement.
Okay, ma'am. This is
Okay, now four subnets he want. Only four, not more than that. But each subnet supposed to have 16 IPs. Now you have to calculate the range. Six, 64 VPC inside four subnets, each subnet should equally share. So what value you supposed to give? Each subnet supposed to have 16 IPs each, right?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So to get this, you have to give here by 28. For subnet, you have to give by 28. Then only you will get 16 IPs each. That's the reason I have given by 28. Getting?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Uh, Now we have to create one VPC. Inside one VPC, you have to create four subnets. So if you are okay, I will proceed and I will showcase how to create a VPC and how to create a subnet. Shall I?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Pavni, just a second. One more
Yeah.
question here. Divided by 28 is the mandatory. For
Ah,
example,
right. If you do not give by 28, how VPC will get 16? How
16.
subnet will get 16 if you do not give by 28? If you give by 28, how it is calculating? 2 power 32 minus 2 power 28 equal to 2 power 4. The value of 2 power 4 is 16. So if you do not give, how it will calculate?
Oh, okay, okay. This is the calculation. Yeah, I got it.
Right.
Now I
Okay,
got
yeah, fine, no problem.
it. Thank you.
uh, any other questions? See, you can ask me again and again. I don't hesitate to answer, but only point is, if you are not understanding, but you are telling you got, but at the end if you are not understanding, that is a problem for you, not for me. So please don't hesitate to ask anything, because I am responsible for this, right? Enter your course, so utilize my time. Getting?
Yes, Pavni. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to explain about how to create VPC and how to create subnet. Okay, let's have a look. So you have to be in the AWS console to do this. VPC section you have to go. So let me go to this VPC section. So click on this. See, already one VPC is there. This is a default VPC which is created by AWS. I have not created anything. Okay. So I'm going to create my custom VPC. So how to create your custom VPC? Have a look. Click on create VPC. So once you click on create VPC, you're gonna navigate this window. So give the name, my VPC, any name you can give. CIDR block, whatever I have discussed, I'm giving the same 10.0.0.0 by 26. Now create VPC. Very simple. Name CIDR range. CIDR is nothing but classes internet domain range. We have calculated, right? 10.0.0.0 by 26. That range I have given. So VPC placed here. See, you can see VPC is placed. Now I have to create a subnets. Click on subnets. Under subnets tab, create subnet. Select VPC because I want to create inside this VPC. Subnet name. I'm giving name public subnet 1. You can give any name. I'm just giving this. Now I want to give the range. Subnet range 10.0.0.28 0 by 28. Okay. So subnet 1 range it is. Again, you have to create other subnets. Click on create subnet. Select VPC and subnet name public subnet to 10.0.0.16 by 28. Okay. Now you have to give subnet name. Here again I am changing the name. Private subnet 1. Here CIDR range 10.0.0.32 by 28. Finally, fourth one we have to create. I'm just changing the names, but everything is same. Click on again create subnet. Select your VPC. Subnet name private subnet 2 and 10.0.0.48 by 28. So we're done with all four subnets creation. So we can have a look on them. Here are my subnets. See, these are all subnets which I have not created. I have created these four subnets. Okay. So any questions if you have, please raise your questions.
Bhavani, any name we can give, right? Here
Yeah,
you.
absolutely fine. I have given a name because I have some reason. You will get to know. But any name you can give. That's up to you. You can give your name also. Any name is fine.
Okay,
It's
fine. Yeah.
it's just a name, okay?
Okay.
Now subnets created and VPC is created. Now let's go with the picture. I want to create a picture for you, then you will understand easily. This is my VPC. Here are my 4 subnets. Okay. Now public subnet should get the traffic, right? Because inside my public subnet, what I am having, I'm having instances. So instance should get a traffic. So how my instance should is getting a traffic? So with the help of route table. So you have to create a route table and you have to attach the route table to your subnets, correct? So without route table, subnets won't get the traffic. You have to remember that. So what we will do, we are going to create a route table now. So with the help of route table only, you are getting the traffic. So here is my public route table. Here is my private route table. Without route table, subnets won't get internet. That's the reason you have to create a route table. Are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So Chinmay, are you clear route table?
Yes, ma'am.
See, with the help of route table only, you are getting traffic to my subnets. So without route table, I won't get traffic. That's the reason I have created a route table. So let's create a route table. See, without signal, will you get calls to your mobile? No, right? The similar way here also route table supposed to be there. So click on route table and I want this. When I create a VPC, this VPC also has a route table. By default, when you create a VPC, route table is also getting created. I want to check that whether that route table I can use or not. So somewhere I should get route table. When you create a VPC by default, route table is also getting created. It's not coming down. Here actually the route table will be. Down one more route table is there, but this tab is irritating. I want to say this, but it's not coming down. Go to your VPC. I want to check with my VPC. This is moving, but here it is not moving. That's the problem I'm facing. Okay, let me check here itself. This is VPC. This is custom VPC. Somewhere I should get route table information from here itself. Resource map. See, this is the route table. See, in this, by default, VPC having this route table. So this is what I want. So now copy this, click on there. Once you click on there, this route table is there. See, this is the route table and you want to name this route table, you can name. So how to name this? Actions. Or you can also do one more thing. Copy this route table ID, place under route tables. You will get, see now I am getting, correct? So now I want to rename this route table as public route table. I did not create it. It's already created. Whenever VPC is created, route table is also getting created. This I am naming as public route table. I would like to attach this route table. I'm saving. I would like to attach this route table to my subnets. What about private route table? Again, now I have to create a one route table which is private route table. That private route table I have to attach to my private subnets. So two route tables are ready. One route table I have not created. By default it's there. Other route table I am creating. So create route table. So two route tables are there. I'm attaching public routes to public route table, private subnets to private route table. So these two are ready. Are you guys are clear or not?
Yes, ma'am. But here, ma'am, you have not assigned that particular subnets to this second route table.
I am
Means
going to assign. Now I am going to assign. So public route table I have to attach to public subnets. Let's assign. Click. So what I have to do? Actions, edit subnet associations, public subnet 1 and public subnet 2 I'm choosing, save associations. The similar way, private route table also you have to do the same. Actions, edit subnet associations, save associations. So it's attached. Clear, right? Now you have to create internet gateway. You have to attach internet gateway to your route, internet gateway to your VPC, because without internet gateway how my VPC will get internet? So you have to create internet gateway. So let's create a internet gateway attached to your VPC. VPC will get internet, otherwise VPC won't get internet. So let's create and attach. So what you have to do, go to IZ internet gateway, create internet gateway. The already one is there, that is for default VPC. So I'm creating my custom one, my internet gateway. Create internet gateway attached to your VPC. VPCs, and you can check internet gateway also. My IZ is detached. You have to attach actions, attach to VPC, select your VPC and attach. So this is also done. See, look at this picture. Let me know if you have any questions.
Pavni, for the two private and two public route table, that we need to do a save association, right?
Yes,
So that means like these two are bind in one. I mean for private and one more is public, right?
right. For public subnet, public route table. For private subnets, private route table.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we need to attach to those uh, internet gateway.
Yeah. Yes, we need to attach internet gateway to your VPC.
Yeah.
Okay. So get full clarity on this picture. Imagine if you need write on the notepad, because even notebook, anything is fine. So any questions if you have, please ask me.
For example, Pavni, if we want to use a private internet, I mean, it should not be public. So
Okay.
I just wanted to use that internet for myself only.
Hmm.
So we need to create a VPC inside that one subnet, right? We
No,
need to
no, no.
create.
That's a different story. Again, we are going to get down that.
Okay.
Okay. Just give me a second. We are going to get on that. So far you are clear, right? Everyone.
Yes, I'm clear.
Okay. What about others?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. Now I have to attach again internet gateway to my public route table. Then only public route table will get internet. Otherwise, public route table won't get internet. Right? So let's attach public route table to internet gateway. So for this, you need to do some associations. So let's follow the associations and we will see how to attach that. Okay. So it's a very, very simple. Just all you need to do is just attachment you have to do, nothing else. Just go ahead and do the attachment. So for this, again you have to click on route table, edit routes you have to do. Once you edit the routes, you are able to attach internet gateway.
Ma'am, are you sharing, ma'am, your screen, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah, I'm sharing. You're not getting?
Uh, and
It's the
now,
Yeah, the picture is only showing.
I'm sharing. Why you are not getting? Still no?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Right.
You are able to see or not?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
right.
Okay. Click on public route table, actions, edit routes, add route, give all zeros, all traffic, internet gateway. Select internet gateway, choose your internet gateway. That's all. Now your public route table and internet gateway is also attached.
Ma'am, that internet gateway is standard, or ma'am, according to the users, it will be
No, it's standard. It's standard.
okay, ma'am. And ma'am, why you have selected all zeros, ma'am?
because all traffic I'm allowing.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah,
Because this is public, right?
yeah, right,
So all can use that internet.
right. I will tell you private one. Just to give me a second, I will tell you the private one. So now I created internet gateway. Public route table is getting internet. Public route table giving internet to public subnets. Inside my public subnet servers are there. So servers also getting internet. Now the point is private route table. So how to get internet for the private route table, because private route table is very secure. Database and applications all clients are keeping in private route table. So how to get that? For that, what you have to do is NAT gateway you have to create inside your public subnet. So once you create a NAT gateway, that NAT you have to attach to your private route table. Create a NAT gateway attached to your private route table. That's how private subnets will get internet. This is the only procedure we follow in real time. The one who asked how private subnets will get internet, this is the only way. Shall we?
Ma'am, but it is indirect way to connect to the means, internet gateway.
Sorry, it is indirect way to giving internet to private route. Yes, that is true. What we will do is, let's say you are using a Mintra application. So your Mintra application is validated or not, I mean user request is valid or not. In public subnet it will check the validation. Public subnet, if the user is authorized, it will send to private route, private subnets. So that's how the filter will happen. So directly we are not navigating, we are checking here and we are navigating.
Pavni, but my question is why we need to create NAT in public only? It
Because
can
uh,
private.
if you create in private, how it will get, how it can give the internet. If you
Uh,
create
we
in,
we can attach subnet to gateway.
if you directly attach, it won't work in that way. So it is going with a NAT. With the help of NAT only, private route table will get internet.
NAT is a gateway or something like
Yeah, NAT is a gateway, network address translator. NAT gateway. NAT gateway purpose is to give internet to your public route table.
that. Okay.
And then we have to in the each whatever the subnets are there in the private. And then we have to connect with not to everyone or
No,
anyone of
just to
them.
connect a private route table. Private route table is already attached with private subnet. So you no need to connect individual subnets to NAT. Just directly attached to private route table.
I
You no
think
need.
I think with the association, right?
Yeah, right. We already associated, right? Private
That
route
one.
table, private
Yes, ma'am.
subnets
Yes, ma'am.
already
Yes, ma'am.
associated. So no need to give.
Yeah.
Okay, now one more thing, NAT gateway. So let's create a NAT. But NAT is paid one. It's not a free one. Please make sure once you done practice, you have to delete it. Otherwise, you will get bill. I'm not creating, but I will showcase. So, because my account many times suspended just because of this NAT, nothing else. So NAT gateway, okay. My NAT, I'm just giving my NAT. Select subnet where you want to create public subnet one and elastic IP. This is the only one causing the bill. So elastic IP you have to allocate elastic IP. If you click on allocate elastic IP, it is allocating a elastic IP. Elastic IP means what? Static public IP. Why static public IP name I have given? Public IP itself is not a public IP itself is a public IP is itself is dynamic, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So if you say static public IP means what? Elastic IP. So once you purchase Elastic IP from the AWS, once you release, then only it will go. Otherwise, it won't. So remember, whenever you are assigning this public IP, static public IP, Elastic IP, it's a paid one. Because of this, my NAT is getting paid one. Okay. So in real time, we are purchasing the IPs, but now we can't because it's completely a paid service. So once I click on allocate elastic IP, once I click on create NAT, it is creating NAT, but it is using elastic IP. That elastic IP is giving me the bill. So this is a step you have to do. Okay. I just did many times, but I got this is a because I won't be able to create many accounts with my bank account. I have created a lot of accounts, so it's not allowing me as well. So I have taken others bank details and I have created my account. So that's the reason I'm worrying. So once NAT is created, the same way, click on private route table, go to route tables, click on private route table, edit routes, actions, edit routes, add route, give your all zeros. You need to attach NAT this time. NAT gateway, attach your NAT. NAT will come here, ID. Once I click on create, the NAT ID will get generated. That NAT ID you have to attach save changes. That's the one you have to do. Clear or not? Elastic IP is a constant public IP. NAT uses elastic public IP that causes the billing. Any more questions?
Yes, family. So if we want to choose Elastic IP,
Mm.
there any option there to choose variations?
You have to choose elastic IP. Yeah, here option is there, allocate elastic IP option. You have to click on this, then
I
only
have.
allocate elastic IP.
Okay, we need to click on
Click
that.
on
After
that,
that, it
right?
will show.
Yeah, right. If I click also, it will allocate. That's why I'm not touching it. You have to do here.
Okay, once we click, then we
Yeah,
need to select an Elastic IP.
right. No, you no need to choose. If you click allocate elastic IP, automatically IP will assign. Click on create NAT. That's it. Just you need to
Okay,
click here and click here.
okay. Because in the box it is written select an Elastic IP. I thought many options will be there.
No. If you already have a elastic IP, that you can select. But right now I don't have elastic IP. So I need to click on allocate elastic IP, then only it will assign.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Okay. Now, but this step I'm not doing. I'm very much worrying about my bill. So that's why I'm not doing. What I do is I will be going to EC2 uh, or I'll be going to subnets. So I want to create a server. For that, I'm going to subnets. Inside my public subnet, I want to create a server. So click on this actions, edit subnet settings here, enable auto assign public IPv4. Every sub, if you assign this, your server will get public IP and private IP. If you do not choose, your server will get only private IP within a range of 10.0.0 like that, but public IP won't get. You have to check this checkbox. And now I'm going to create my server. So search for EC2 and create a server in your public subnet instances. I just need node 1 and node 2 start instance. I'll tell you why, because I just need these servers. I'm just starting my existing servers, nothing much. Start. Fine. So I'm clicking on create instance. Nothing I'm changing. But network settings edit. VPC your dedicated VPC, my VPC. Subnet your dedicated subnet, public subnet one. And that's all. Now click on existing security group. Select your security group. Now, or you can create a new security group. Anything is fine. And click on launch instance. Key pair, existing key pair, launch instance. So your instance is getting created, but your instance is getting created with your dedicated subnet, dedicated VPC, and dedicated range. So you want to see that range? Yes, you can see 10.0.0.9 is the IP address it has assigned, and its public IPv4 also it has assigned. This is how you have to create. Let's see VPC and subnet details. My VPC and my public subnet. But if you check other servers, this is the reason I have given you. See, this is the range provided by AWS, not me. Other servers, this is default sub VPC, this is default subnet. So if you want to create your dedicated, you just go with this procedure. It's quite easy. Have a look, let me know.
Avni, if you want to click on that server, how we have created for EC2 instances, right? Node 1, Node 2 master. The same
Mm.
Linux box will come.
Yeah, yeah, same way.
Here also Linux box will come.
Yeah, yeah, Linux only.
Okay.
Okay. This is all about VPC, and here are the screenshots what you have. You can go to this document. Same steps, please practice. I have given each and every screenshot. This is all about it. Okay. Any questions if you have, ask me. This is my Ansible master, and I already connected two servers. I'm executing a playbook also. So HTTPD is installing in two of my servers. Okay. Starting the service and keeping index file, everything as like you already knows this, but I want this because of different topic. I'm just executing my playbook. Any questions if you have in the topic of VPC, you can ask. I'm executing my playbook. Okay. So I have executed my playbook, nothing else. Just simply. Now you tell me if you have any questions here or not in this picture. Then we are good to go with the next topic.
I'm clear.
Okay. What about you? Other one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have a break for 5 minutes and come back. We will discuss load balancer and also auto scaling, both of them. Those two are the last topics in AWS. Okay, let's cover the same. So have a break for 5 minutes and come back. Have some water, get refreshed, come back, and we're gonna deal. Okay. Catch you in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, the next topic is load balancer. What is the meaning of load balancer? Load balancer. You can understand by name, right? What actually it do? So, which is actually balancing the load. For example, if you have a couple of servers and there are so many requests, so traffic should navigate equally towards to my servers. So that's where load balancer works. So load balancer is mainly meant for what? Distributing the incoming traffic to my servers. So that's where load balancer works. So what load balancer works? Load balancer is actually distributing the incoming traffic towards to my servers. Look at definition. Let me know if you have any concerns. Understand the definition. Are you guys are good with the definition?
Yes.
Okay. Now there are three types of load balancers: classic, application, network. So classic load balancer is mainly meant for servers and all we are having. And inside servers, what actually we are doing is uh, we are having classic load balancer. So if you have a classic load balancer, so you can be able to attach your servers. Okay, it's a simple load balancer navigating the traffic towards to my servers. So application load balancer is nothing but application layer. Network load balancer is nothing but network layer. So you also have a other two load balancers. So if you are working at application layer, so you have to create a application load balancer. If you are working at network layer, so you have to create it a network load balancer. All are same. All these load balancers creating a process is same, but layers are different. So here it is offering four load balancers: gateway load balancer, classic load balancer, and also um, application. So four types of load balancers it is offering. How you will get to know which load balancer you have to create and all? Definitely again customer requirement. So you are not going to choose anything on your own. So you are actually going with a customer requirement. So if customer is mentioning that he want a classic load balancer, just go with a classic load balancer. He want application load balancer, just go with the application load balancer. So it's completely depending on the customer requirement or what he want. So in real time also we do the same. So depending on the customer requirement, we are creating load balances. So what's the main difference? Application means it is creating at the first layer, application layer. Network means network layer. What are these layers? So these layers are defined by the network team. So network team is using these layers. Basically they are actually having layers architecture. Network team will work on 7 layers OSI model. So if they are asking create a application load balancer, create it. If they are asking network load balancer, create it. So there is an interview question here. What's the difference between application load balancer and network load balancer? Application load balancer will work at the layer uh, layer se- layer 1, but network load balancer will work at the layer 4. Okay, so OSA model 7 layers are there. What are those layers? uh, Application layer, presentation layer, session layer, network layer, transport layer, and data link layer, and physical layer. So these are the layers where we have. So it is working on these layers. Clear?
And what is your class load balancer? Classic.
Classic, classic do not have any layer. It's simple way creating load balancer and attaching servers. We do not have any layers here. Only network and application only layers comes. Getting?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. And now what we have, so now this time I'm creating a classic. You can create any load balancer, all are same. The procedure is pretty same and it's very easy, but in real time it's very useful because every day we work, means already load balancers are there. We just look at them how the traffic is navigating and all. So we do not create every day for sure, but at least you are checking them whether the traffic is navigating or not, or some checks you will do. But it's very important to know because of your interview purpose. So in interview they're gonna ask you how this load balancer works. That is the reason. Okay, so if you have any questions before creating, you guys can ask me any questions. You guys are getting any noise from me because some work is going on at my place.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
It is manageable, ma'am.
Okay, otherwise I'll sit outside.
no problem.
Okay, I think I have to change my place. So now you won't get, I just changed my place.
Okay.
Yeah. So now let's create a load balancer classic. Click on LB. Come down. Just click on LB. Click on create load balancer. See, they are also telling HTTPS request application, TLS, TCP request, network.
Ma'am, your sound is little bit low, ma'am, actually.
My mic is away. Now I'm keeping near to my mouth. See, look at here. See, HTTPS traffic. And here TLS, TCP traffic will go to here. TCP, UDP, TLS will go here. Gateway. Better security, you can choose gateway. See, they are also giving all these instructions. Classic is previous generation. I'm just going with classic now. Create. In classic, every traffic will accept TCP, UDP, everything. So I'm just giving my LB is a name. If you read these instructions itself, you can also able to create, but I won't create for the first time, then you can see. So VPC I'm checking, availability zones I'm checking, because load balancer you're supposed to create inside your VPC only. And I'm creating a load balancer now. You will wonder now, for sure you gonna ask me also some questions. Security group default fine, this is fine. I'm not changing anything, nothing I'm changing. Now CCC, add instances. Earlier I have started three of my servers and executed my playbook. The reason is inside node 1 and node 2 I have a HTTPD application, so I'm attaching two servers in this load balancer, and so that application and HTTPD is there, and I can check the data from the browser as like that. Okay, I'm just attaching servers where HTTPD is already installed and all. Now create load balancer. Once you create a load balancer, inside this load balancer two of my servers also presented. So what I can do, I can able to check my traffic. So how I'm checking, you will get to know. See, this is my load balancer. Every load balancer is giving a DNS name, not IP address. DNS name you have to get and you have to hit from the browser. Still, my instance is not yet added. So it's still adding. So I wait for some time. And this is my DNS record. See, you want to see? load balancer does not give anything DNS record. So you can hit from the browser, I should get the data, but now I'm not getting since my server's not yet added. So I will get, hopefully I'll get. So two of my servers where HTTPD application is already there. So here, uh, two of two instances still not in service. So you have to refresh this. Still not in service. Why? What's the problem? Go to listeners. Out of service. See, two of my instances are added. It takes time, at least a minute. See, I'm getting data. In two of my servers, the data is there. So it is distributing the traffic also towards to my servers. This is so easy. Getting idea or any questions?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Prakash, what about you?
Uh, yes, Pavni. So my question is here. So we have the two node one and node two, right? Server.
Hmm.
So
Right,
we installed HTTPD through Playbook. We have that code, and we created a load balancer
right,
uh, to check that data, right?
right.
So my question is, why here load balancer?
Because it can deviate the traffic, right? If you have only one server, is Mintra able to manage all traffic with one server? So what you can do, Mintra can create a load balancer. Inside load balancer, you can attach multiple servers. So traffic is navigating towards to my servers.
Okay.
You're getting?
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
That is the only reason we are creating a LB. Any questions?
How can we get to know the load balancer is like it is right now it cannot handle that load. When we can get to know, or
Your page will be very slow. You won't get browser data. Now I got data, right? But you won't get if the load balancer is having a issue.
that time what we need to do?
You need to check conditions, health checks. Servers are up and running. Two out of service I got earlier. It's still adding. So out of service means server having issue. So in that way you can check if server is having issue. You need to log into the server and check what actually the issue.
For example, Mintra has like it has one load balancer, and it can hit for example 100 people or 1000 people.
Huh.
1000 people can hit the Mintra server so that it can run easily or smoothly, right? If 2000 people reach Mintra I mean application, and the load balancer cannot handle that load, so at that time, what the people like they will do in
You have to
behind?
attach more servers to load balancer again.
Okay, we need to create servers for that, and
Yeah,
that server we need to load attach to load
that's
balancer.
to load balancer, right? Clear?
One more question, like
Okay.
how they are getting, how they are I mean getting to know this to 2000 people, two or three more servers, it will helpful to solve the problem.
It's just assumptions. It may go with 200 servers, it may go with 300 servers. First, they will attach the servers and they will check whether it is accessible or not. whether the low performing or not, or any issues it is having, slowness, rate of response, they will check. It can be 300, it can be 100, but first they will make sure that how many users are hitting, are they able to or not. They will check that. So basically, they will increase the servers. Right number, no one can tell. 200 or 300 exact right number, no one can tell. But they will go with the assumptions. At least minimum servers, they will, let's say 100 requests, these many servers required. 100 requests, these many servers required. For 200 requests, these many servers. So today there are extra users are hitting. 500 users are hitting. So these many servers are required. So they will go with the calculations.
Okay. In yeah, in every server we need to attach the code, right? Same code. So that
What code? Yeah, yeah, right.
yeah, because Mintra, whatever Mintra wants to show us, those things uh, to uh, we need to attach throw code in that server, right?
Right, right. We have to be ready with the application. Right now, I'm ready with my HTTPD application. The similar way, they will
Yes.
be also ready with their configurations.
So this needs to be, fraction of seconds they need to create because right because
Yeah, they will easily create. You know the trick. Shall I
uh,
reveal? What they do is, let's say, HTTPD servers, they want 100. Very simple. These images are already available. AMI, Amazon Machine Image. From the existing server, they will take a AMI already. That AMI is ready. They will create a new servers with the same AMI, Amazon Machine Image within seconds. They will attach. How simple it is.
okay, okay, yeah, got
Because
it.
AMI is having all the code, all the application software, so nothing to worry.
Okay, yeah, yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. And one last topic in AWS, which is auto scaling. Quite interesting. Get started. It's also a scaling plan. I don't want to. This is all documentation. I just want to go from here easy to hmm, auto scaling groups. Create auto scaling group. Before creating auto scaling group, launch template is important. Click on launch template. Launch template is nothing but your configurations. What AMI you want, what security group you want, what instance type you want. So all you are getting. So I'm just creating a launch template. So here I need to choose my AMI. So click on quick start. Any AMI I can choose. I don't mind. So AMI I have chosen, and instance type always T2 micro because I don't want to give the bill. So just T2 micro, T2 micro I have chosen. Then key pair also, like how you are creating server the similar way. And security group, however you want you can. I'm just choosing the existing one, and I'm just creating a launch template. Default security group, and create launch template. Simply creating servers, whatever steps you are following, the same similar way you have to follow. Okay. Click on EC2. Now what you need to do, click on auto scaling group. Launch template is ready. Now you can create a auto scaling. Create auto scaling group. Give your auto scaling my auto scaling any name you can give. Launch template. Just now you have created a launch template. So you have to select that launch template and next, and click on subnets. VPC you can choose, and subnets also I'm choosing because subnet and VPC is very much required, because inside VPC, inside subnet only you can do anything. So I've chosen all of them. Anyone also you can choose. Finally, I'm giving next, and again I'm not attaching anything. Again next. Now desired capacity. How many do you want? I want two servers. Minimum, how many minimum you want? I want one minimum. How many maximum you want? Maximum 10 I want. So desired capacity is 2. I have given minimum 1. If there is no traffic, at least maintain one server. If there is a too much traffic, increase up to 10. Desired is 2. I want 2, but depending on the traffic it will, you can give same also. Maximum also you can give 2. Any number you can give, but minimum should be less than that maximum. That's the only rule. So desired, minimum and maximum. Now how do you manage your scale in production? So scale, uh, one second, I want to go with target tracking policy. This is very very important. So target tracking policy, if CPU utilization is 50%, then increase the server up to 10. If CPU utilization is increasing again more, up to 10, maximum 10 servers you have to keep. So that's where target policy, I mean, that's where scale in policy I have given. CPU utilization is the main fact here. So CPU utilization I have given, I'm choosing. So depending on my CPU utilization, it will come. Average CPU utilization. Now finally, next. Okay, next, next, create. So again, I'm repeating. First, launch template I have created. I have chosen all the configuration. Second, I have created I'm creating a auto scaling. Availability zones I have selected, and I also selected launch template, which what is the one which I mean I have created one, right? That one I have selected, and minimum desired and maximum also I have given however I want. Finally, scale in policy. So I want a scale in policy like if CPU is reaching 50, then increase the server. So that's how it is. So creating this, before creating this, if you have any questions, let me know.
Pavni, you have selected all subnets, right? If you select only one, will it work, or we need to go with all?
You can go with how many you want. I just randomly chosen all of them. If you want only one zone, you can. If you want only one subnet, you can.
What is the difference between this load balancer and auto scaling? Here also we are
Auto
doing.
scaling is increasing the number of servers. Load balancer is distributing the servers, distributing the traffic towards to the servers.
Okay, for that example I asked, right? Same time we need to do auto scaling. So if the number of hit to the servers are
Yeah,
coming, then we need to do auto scaling first, right? We need to prepare that one so that it can
yeah,
handle load balance.
right, right. So it's creating. Now, see, it's updating the capacity. It's just updating the capacity. Now it's done. So you can see under EC2, two more instances are getting spinned up. See, here are my two instances. Now I have a question for you. If I delete any one of the server, what will happen? If I delete this server, what will happen?
I think this is we created two, given two, right? The not sure actually. I'm guessing.
See, I have given two, right? If I delete one, again automatically one more is going to get create.
And it
You
is
want
no, it is system generated, I think.
because
Or
yeah,
maybe-
because I have given two desired. It will
Okay,
create
ma'am.
one more. We will see. I will showcase this. I'm just stopping rest all the servers. It will make a lot of confusion. So this servers I want to stop because tomorrow I have Ansible sessions. I have to stop these servers. If I can't terminate them. If I terminate again, I have to install again everything. And this one I can delete because there is no use. This just I can delete. Now you refresh this. One more will spin up for sure. It takes time, at least a minute. Come on. One only running, other is not starting. What's going on? Where is the other one? It should come for sure. Hey, seriously, it's not coming. Oh God, why? See, coming. Look at there. Any questions here?
Yes, Swami. For it is taking time, right? For the initialization, meantime, how it can be handled, right? Uh, if I mean the load comes, right?
Yeah. At least it takes time. That is there. You are right. That's why we are choosing a spot request. So spot means on the spot it will ins create instances. So you can choose this option, but it's paid one.
Yeah, yeah. If it is not creating instant, it is taking time, then the page will go slow, right?
Yeah, right. At least a minute. So you can choose a spot request.
Yeah, users will randomly they will refresh the page. Why it is
Yeah,
not coming?
yeah, right. So spot will be on the spot, it will create instances. So that is also one option. Okay. So any questions here? So if you want to delete these servers, you need to delete auto scaling group. If you delete a server again, it will create. So it won't help. If you want to delete or if you delete auto scaling, then servers will get terminate. Delete.
Pavni, in the note you have mentioned always choose launch configuration template and auto scaling group must be in the same region.
Yeah, because in it must be in a same region. If you choose different region, it will not. So you have to create in the same region, same
Okay.
VPC. Otherwise, it will not.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, you can see its servers are getting terminated. So this is all about your auto scaling. So if you have any questions, let me know.
Pavni, whatever we if we are going to create, for example, the AWS account, right? That time we need to give the credit card details or account details to.
Yeah,
So if something like we need to pay or need to contact the support team, and or somehow it is the account uh, locked or something like they what I mean cancelled or something like that. So we cannot use that one, right? Again, same credit card, can it be used like or different?
yeah. You can use same credit card. No issues. That
Okay.
won't be an issue. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. We completed successfully this uh AWS. So next weekend we are going to start Terraform, and Sunday the two sessions. I mean, each day 2 hours is fine. So Terraform is going to finish by next week. Then again, after that, Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins. So next week is Terraform. Next week is Docker. Post that Kubernetes. So I'm thinking November 15 approximately. I can complete the batch. November 15, November 16 and 17 is the deadline. Okay, approximately I'm giving. Getting
Pavni, but Kubernetes is having, I think, lots of things, right?
lots of yeah, lot of topic actually. I want to share so much, so much is there in Kubernetes. But yeah, still I will cover. I will touch the time, or if you guys are no, morning and evening also I'll connect for Kubernetes. I mean Saturday, Sunday morning and evening.
Okay.
That's where I have to cover. Otherwise, I won't be able to. It's too
Uh,
much, too much.
You mean morning time and evening time you need to connect.
Right, right. At least for 2 weekends like that, we have to.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know. Do you have any?
But I think next week, 19th, it. So actually that weekend I have a plan. I'll be traveling. So I think
Okay. When?
19. I'll be reaching by Sunday morning. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, no problem. What you want me to do that you tell.
Now if that by 19, if we are discussing about Docker or something like Kubernetes, I'll be joining through mobile. Maybe I cannot say something like that in
Don't
plain. I
worry. Don't worry. Sunday, if I take, will that be okay?
Sunday.
Sunday
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Fine.
You don't want session on Saturday, right? Sunday will be fine.
Yeah. Because I'll be traveling in train through train. So that.
No problem. You can inform me. I won't take the session. Confirm me again, okay? On which day you need to confirm us. Next weekend again you confirm me. Okay.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
One question, like for the total like AWS, right?
Mm.
So, uh, what kind of things like roles and responsibility every day we are doing? We need to do something like they in interview they will ask, right?
Yeah, I will be explaining your answer, your question maybe in the next session. Because not in next session, at the end of all the tools, because I have to club all them and I have to explain to you what we are doing. So then only I can explain to you. So now I can't because Terraform is not finished. At least if I cover Terraform, then you will get to know.
Yeah. One more thing we skipped actually, Pavni. We need to finish that one. GitHub is not discussed, I think.
Yeah, even today also I tried with my old account. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
with this laptop, I'm getting cache error. So I have to figure that out or I have to create a new account. If not, I will be asking any one of your account and I'll be finishing next week. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Before session itself, I will ask your credentials, GitHub credentials, so that I can able to log in or not. I can check.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Okay. I will mail you guys on the same. Before session itself, I'll remember. I'll mail. And if
Okay,
if you are not getting an email, please remind me so that I can do something. I always have a lot of things to do, so sometimes I forgot small things, but still I'll try to remember again. I have a lot of other sessions too, and so many are there. So just remind me, okay? Please, you remember and remind me, okay?
sure, sure.
And Chinmay, what about you? You have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Please
Okay.
practice all this. Go to interview questions in Google and tell me if you need any help. I can help you out. Okay. That's all
Okay.
from me.
Yes, ma'am.
And just don't waste your time. Time is precious
Uh,
because if you spend some time on your learnings, then only you can able to get good amount of packages. So just go ahead, learn, study, read. Always parallelly, you can enjoy whatever you want, but just give some time for your learnings. That's all from me, guys. Thank you all. Have a good one. So at
for
last, yeah,
one question, like for the Ansible things, what kind of questions they will ask, like deeper level or some kind of they will ask to write the
whatever I have covered, all the modules, you may get question from any of the module.
okay. I mean, if they will ask in a deeper questions to write a playbook or something like, or simple questions. So
It's depending on the interviewer. Most of the entries will go with the modules explanation. Some interviews may ask you to write down the playbook as well. But they
okay,
will ask just a template, not like completely, but you have to.
okay, sure, sure. That's all.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you all. And Rupa, hope you are practicing. If you have any questions, reach out me. Thank you, everyone. And let's connect in the
Thank you, ma'am.
next week and we'll discuss the same. Thank you all. Have a nice one.